Where is he? Riley! That's it! Uh-oh. I've had quite a few questions come through on Snapchat and a few through the forum as well related to what I'm doing on Snapchat. So I thought I'd try and answer those before I take away a wrap. I'll start with some short ones to get my mouth warmed up and my brain warmed up. So first one is, IoTech asks, is it worth being Google certified? By that he means Google AdWords certified. Short answer, no, I'm not Google certified. People don't ask me whether I'm Google certified before they hire me. If a business insisted I was, then it's probably not a business I personally want to work with anyway, if they think a piece of paper is what it takes. If you're trying to get a job in an agency or a client-side business to do their AdWords campaigns, I'm sure it'll help, so just do it. Just be aware that when you take the exams, you're going to have to take a part of your brain out, the part that's going to actually do the work and make it happen, and answer how Google wants it. When I was an Oracle DBA and I got interviewed for Oracle DBA Contracts Database Administrator, sometimes I'd get asked if I was Oracle certified. My stock answer was always, I'm not. I thought I would spend time getting certified between contracts when I was trying to get the next contract. And I never spend any time between contracts. I'm always getting hired too quick for me to spend the time to get certified. No client has ever asked me if I'm Google certified. But there's a little story analogy that I've used a few times, and that is, if you want to learn how to race a car around a racetrack, would you learn from the people who built the car? From Ford mechanics, for instance? Or would you want to learn from people who actually race a car around the track? So, your choice. Biotech also asks, when you set up campaigns for a client, do you set up the campaigns in their AdWords account, or do you own the AdWords account and have their payment details in my account so that the payment goes to Google from my account? Most of the time, I set up campaigns in the client's AdWords account. Often the account's been running a while and they've got a bleeding neck, and I'm brought in to help optimize, so reduce cost, unwanted cost, that is, and improve ROI, and then increase costs again. I mentioned before that this isn't ideal for me and my business, because after I've done the optimization work, maybe it takes a month, maybe it takes a bit longer, the client may decide, yep, thanks very much, we don't need any ongoing management and I don't have any recurring revenue, which is fine as long as I priced it properly. But the ideal situation is after the optimization work's done, I've got a management, a retainer or ongoing work, or maybe even more project work coming up. But that should happen because the client wants it, not because I've signed them into a contract. If I'm not offering something and for them to want it, then it's up to me to come up with a service that they do want on an ongoing basis. But saying that, I have had clients where I've built the AdWords campaign. It's my AdWords account, in fact, and I've built the landing page and I own the domain even. So I buy the traffic, the visitors to the landing page, and he's got his phone number on the landing page, and a form fill will go to his email address. So effectively, he's renting my funnel, the funnel that I've created, or he's buying the leads from me. And there's obviously lots of different ways he could buy those leads. And the simplest in this case was he just put his payment details, his credit card details into the AdWords account, so the bill went straight to him, the Google bill, and then he paid me a flat monthly management fee for renting this system that I've created, a lead generation system. Brett asks, how do you find the ideal keywords for your AdWords campaign? Which is a great question, and I could talk about this for at least an hour ideally with a screen and showing you Google and a keyword planner and stuff. I'll give you the easiest scenario for me. Is the first scenario, a client is already running AdWords campaigns and has done for a while. Ideally, they have conversion tracking in place so we can see which keywords are converting, which ads are converting, what time of day, all that kind of stuff. I'll then go to the search term level, which is like the keyword tab, and then you click on search terms. Search terms are what people type in. Keywords are what you bid on. They're different. They're not the same. Make sure you're showing the conversions columns, the number of conversions, and download this data, segmenting by device possibly, or maybe search network. And then do an 80-20 analysis on the account. Which search terms are driving your account for cost, particularly ones that aren't converting? Which ones are bringing in conversions? Which ones have high impressions but not very good CTR? Do that analysis, work on those first. The other scenario, and probably the one that Brett was meaning, is if it's a brand new project, product or service, you've not bid on it before, how do you get started? Well, here's what you've got to bear in mind. Keep it up here. You've got to get started. Just get started, but don't lose your shirt. You're not going to learn until you've got some skin in the game. Start with the search terms that indicate somebody is already looking for your product or service, and you just have to catch them. The ideal place to start, especially with a brand new account, and especially if you've never run AdWords before, is to bid on your own brand name. So if you're, for example, called Bob and you're a plumber in Naas, the town I'm in, then you should be bidding on keywords such as Bob the plumber, Naas, for people who have either heard of you from their friends or trying to contact you again. So you want to make sure you're found by repeat business and referrals. And those people often know your name and what you do, maybe location. And if Bob the plumber in Naas, his plumbing business was called Select Plumbing, then he should also be bidding on Select Plumbing for when repeat business and referrals are trying to find you again. You've done all that work to get people to know your brand name, so you want to make sure you're found on Google for your brand name. And bid in a certain way where you just put pluses in front of all the words. It's called modified broad, and it'll keep you out of trouble. It's precise enough but broad enough. Then for your second phase, you want to target search terms that indicate somebody doesn't know you or the name of your business yet, but is searching for what you do. Plumbers Naas, Naas being the town that you cover. That's what you do. That strategy means you're not going to get many impressions. You're not going to get many clicks on your ads because it's not going to match that many people searching. But those people who do click on your ad and end up on your website have high search intent. They are either looking for you because they know you, or they're looking for the product or service that you're already selling. I'll talk a bit more about adding keywords tomorrow. I've just had a call with a client in the US. I've done a little bit of work planning for the week for that client. I'm waiting for PC to finish updating, and I'll finish off a reply to somebody in the forum, and I'll reply to that one at some point, either tomorrow or during the week. Anyway, on Snapchat as well. It's basically, why would you go out of your way to help so many people? It was asked in a good way. It wasn't, you mean stupid. It was more of a nice thing to do, but does it help your business? And he was curious.